Welcome to Bulls, Beers, and Brawls. You got Big B here with ya. Hope you're doing well out there, fight fans. Hey, we had BKFC 63 go down Saturday, August 3rd. In fact, the event just ended minutes ago. It was going down in Sturgis. What an event, folks. We had Conor McGregor present. We had fast pacing. The event seemed like it just absolutely flew by. Had an outdoor venue which looked to be absolutely beautiful. We had a ton of KOs. The list just keeps going on and on with the positives coming out of Sturgis here. So I'm going to go through all the fights. We had 9 total scraps on the card. I'm going to go through them all. Start with the main event and work my way all the way down, and hope you'll stick around and join me. So in the main event, BKFC 63, we had the Strawweight title on the line as the 8-3 Britain Hart was defending her title against the 4-2 Taylor Killer Beast Starling. And what a fight in Sturgis here, folks. To me, both ladies are champs here in my books. What can I say? They impressed me out there in the main event. They both showed huge heart, grit, determination, toughness. It was an incredible sight to see, actually. You had David Feldman, Conor McGregor ringside for the scrap. Both of them going nuts for the girls here. It was just awesome. It was a good vibe. It was a great way to cap off the evening in Sturgis. In the end, it went all 5 rounds. So in the end, though, it was Britain Hart's night. Nobody can deny that. She takes the unanimous decision. 3rd title defense for Britain, and she moves to 9-3 now. I don't know. I don't even know what's left to say about Britain Hart. She's been on such a tear, and there were questions going into the scrap on if she was focused because of Instagram photos or something like that, with her always seeming to be out having fun. But she's the picture of you can have fun and work hard all in one life here, folks. So don't always believe what a picture may tell you. Taylor Starling, she showed an incredible chin. There were questions about her chin coming into this one. She put those questions to bed because she ate basically the best Britain had to offer, and never went down. So I don't know what's next for Taylor Starling at the moment. Honestly, I'm not sure. Britain Hart, what's next? Well, there's only one name going around right now, and that's Ty Emery. So I'm thinking that's probably next. The co-main, we saw a couple of veteran heavyweights as Josh Burns was taking on Sam Shoemaker. Both of them returning from quite an absence from bare knuckle here. So people were excited. People were excited to see these names back. Unfortunately, it wasn't really the fight that we expected. Burns hurt his knee early, and there was no doubt it affected him. Hats off to Josh Burns for continuing to go on, even after the doctor looked at it. You could see Burns saying, like, yeah, no, I'm good. Even though he clearly was not good. And that's not to take anything away from Shoemaker, because he took advantage of it. He went in there and he continued with his game plan. I thought Shoemaker looked good, and in the end he secured the unanimous decision. The feature bout at BKFC 63 was a light heavyweight scrap. We saw Josh Dyer. He was taking on William Albri, and holy fuck, Josh Dyer with dynamite in his right hand. He was almost Chuck Liddell-like out there. backing up and boom, and put the lights out on William Albri. Um, Dyer just seems to be keeps getting better and better. Now sitting at 4-1 in BKFC, knocking on the door of that title shot. And you know what? I never really liked Josh Dyer, completely honest, and it's for the stupidest fucking reason. Um, Basically, he just looks like somebody I know that I really dislike, and it's just based on that. But I got to get past that because Josh Dyer is something special inside that squared circle. We also saw another light heavyweight scrap between Brian Atchison and Joseph Creer. Atchison, Atchison, I always want to toss an N in there for some reason. He was sitting 1-0 coming in, and Joseph Creer was going, he was listed at 2-1. I thought this was a pretty good scrap here. Bryant's power, Creer's elusiveness made for what I thought was an entertaining bout. In the end, Brian Atchison gets the unanimous decision, remains undefeated, moves to 2-0, and put on a pretty good show while he did it. BKFC 63 also played host to a bantamweight matchup. We had the 2-3 Roberto Armas. He was taking on the 1-2 Jack Grady. Now, completely honest here, folks, Armas took Grady to school here. 6 knockdowns en route to a third round TKO. I thought Roberto looked calm, cool, collective as he moves to 3-3 in his BKFC career, hits that 500 mark, and there's no doubt that's a big one for him. Because if he were to drop to 2-4, that's not a good look. So huge win for Roberto Armas. Does it in style against what I thought was maybe a little over cocky Jack Grady. I don't know, maybe he was just psyching himself up for the fight, but he was definitely pumped for it. And in the end, it just didn't work out for him in Sturgis there. But congratulations to Roberto Armas on an impressive victory at BKFC 63. Opening up the main card at BKFC 63 in Sturgis. Who better? Josh Watson, 2-1 going into this one. Ruben Roundstone, 0-1 heading into this one. This was a heavyweight scrap, obviously. Wow. Roundstone was never in this fight. Let's put it that way. I think Ruben got clipped like with the first shot, and I think he was done after that. Done before he was officially done. Basically, Watson had his way here with Ruben. Roundstone failed at what the commentators were saying, rope-a-dope. Now, yeah, I understand what rope-a-dope was, but when you're playing rope-a-dope, you gotta fire back, right? And Ruben just didn't. He kept backing up into the ropes and almost just covering up. And it's like you can't do that in bare knuckle. You're just gonna get pummeled, especially when you're up here and you're getting hit in the body or whatever. It was not a good performance from Ruben Roundstone. He drops to 0-2. First round knockout for Josh Watson. Goes to 3-1. Now the shitty thing about that, folks, is I don't know how many more fights we're going to see from Josh Watson. There's a lot of talk about him not having very many left in him. He doesn't really seem interested in doing any kind of title run or anything like that. So I hope we see him again, at least one more time. And off to the prelims. We had a cruiserweight bout. The 1-1 DJ Tice, he was taking on the debuting Brandon Conley. You know what? Holy shit. Brandon Conley had his power on full display here. 5 total knockdowns before the fight was done. I thought it was a great debut for Conley. He gets the 3rd round knockout in his debut, shows his power, and I'm excited to see what's next for Brandon Conley. In what would have been the second fight of the night, we had a heavyweight scrap. Yeah, it was a night of heavyweights, that's for sure. Zach Kalmus, the 4-2, he was taking on the 1-2 Paul Show. And just a side note here, folks, this was the thousandth BKFC fight in the company's history. So history made in Sturgis. Awesome to see. And that number's just going to keep going as they continue to put on more and more events here. In this one, heavyweight scrap, Zach Kalmus, I thought he looked on target. He gets the first round TKO. Show didn't really seem to have an answer for Zach's pressure, and that was pretty much the story of the fight. And opening up the entire card was a featherweight scrap. 2-1, Gabriel Frier. He was taking on the 0-1 Tommy Mason. And wow, Tommy Mason with a nasty left hand puts Frier out cold. 17 seconds, folks. 17-second knockout to open the card. Couldn't have gone better for the promotion, really, to get people invested immediately. 17-second knockout. Timmy Mason. I'm sorry, I might have called him Tommy Mason, but it's Timmy Mason. Moves to 1-1. What a display. I mean, to knock Gabriel Frier out absolutely stiff in 17 seconds, that's making a statement. And there we have it. That was BKFC 63 live from Sturgis. Outdoor event, as mentioned. It looked absolutely packed. No word on any kind of number. Of course, the post-fight press conference is probably just going on now, so I expect that to be a gong show if Conor McGregor was sticking around for it. But we'll see who gets the bonuses. For me, honestly, I think Fight of the Night should go to the main event. Those girls fought their asses off, and like I said, just showed tremendous heart. Personally, who impressed me the most? Probably Brandon Conley. As mentioned, I'm really looking forward to see what's next for him and see what kind of future he does have with the BKFC. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Thanks so much for joining me. Till next time, everybody, take care and peace. I think the truth from below the